Man, do you have any dreams, any long-term vision, goals for yourself? Are they all incorporated with fitness, or do you have anything outside of that you'd ever want to do?
Back to my original, I had this like sudden realization with this last travel that just learn to be more happy with what you have. So I do have goals and aspirations. Obviously, I want to buy more property, or I want to see different places of the world. There's things like that. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy and content with what I have, and appreciate the routine and what I'm gifted. And I get to wake up, train, I get to help people to train, change people's lives. I can afford healthy food. I can eat pretty much what I want when I want. I'm pretty grateful for where I'm at in my life. And so whatever next chapter happens, like, I'm open for it, but I'm just appreciating the now.
The power of now, dude. Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
That's what life is all about, man. That's the next step in human evolution, is the consciousness awakening through the power of now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I had one of those.
That's what I believe.
No,
Yeah,
I think
100%.
Listen, like, everyone's always like, what's the next thing, especially in LA. Like, you'll go out to a specific party and it's like the coolest thing you've ever seen. You're there for 18 minutes. 18 minutes, what a specific number. But yeah, you're there for 18 minutes. And then you're checking the phone and you text me like, what's next? Where else do I have? And it's like, just enjoy this.
Yeah. 100%. That's my first time. I was sleeping on couches on and off for years. My first time getting an apartment, and then I got a really great job. I booked my first movie, then I booked my first TV show. Saw those paychecks coming in. I was living a fast-paced life, always going, working. And after the first year, I'd furnished my entire apartment. I got the penthouse, and like I'd been sleeping on couches, and then all of a sudden I'm like in a penthouse with like restoration hardware decked out. It was amazing. Yeah, exactly. It was amazing. And I'm sitting here. It took me a year to just sit down and be like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, one, I did it, but two, this is the first time I let myself be present and realized, one, how far I've come, what I've accomplished, and two, like, my life is different now.
Sure.
I changed everything.
Yeah.
And it was just this massive wave of gratitude that I've continually tried to embody throughout my entire life. And that was 7-8 years ago now. And I'm still sitting here like, dude, if the 5-year-old version of me could see where I'm at now and doing what I'm doing, all those things I ever dreamed about, even 5 years ago, where I'm at and what I'm doing. And it's like, having that gratitude, dude, is just like, it's a game changer when it comes to, it doesn't matter how much or how little you have. If you have gratitude, it changes your perspective on everything.
And I also think it's the type of person, I always saw those quotes that are going on, like, you are at that place you are now 5 years ago when you said, oh, I want to be there in 5 years. Like, you're at that place now. And, speaking of like first moved to LA 10 years ago, I got a call from a buddy saying, hey, I've got space. Like, do you want, I know you've always wanted to move to Southern California. Do you want to do it? And I was like, yes, done. I'm doing it. And I lived in Chico, California. I was doing my thing out there, and I was like, yes, that's where I want to be. I know I need to be by the beach. Like, I was born on the ocean. Like, that just always felt like home. And literally the next day, got out of the place I was, packed whatever I could. I had a 94 Jeep Cherokee. Saved up all my money. I bought this thing. Fucking love the thing. Ended up totaling it, but love this thing. Like, I'd still have it today. Packed whatever I could fit. The rest of it left to my friends, and I drove down to Southern California, coming down the Grapevine with my, bed top to the roof with the bungee cord and a couple ropes, and I'm holding it, and I remember coming down. I was like, yeah, this is it. Moved into a garage in Seal Beach, California, and I lived with 3 other people in a garage that was separated by sheets.
3 other people.
3 other people in a garage, no toilet, no access to the house, so peanut bottles, and we recycle them at the end. We had the showers. We used like the public thing. But like, I always look back at that, and I think, like, what do you need to make yourself happy? And I was like, what made me happy was the people that I was surrounding myself with, like the product of my environment. I was with 2 or 3 of my best friends in this garage. Like, I paid $70 a month for rent, which I was scrounging. I was working at GNC at the time. I was my GNC job. I was going to Golden West in junior college. I was playing volleyball, and I was playing football.
Oh, wow.
I just did whatever I possibly could. I just accepted a yes. I remember I rode a beach cruiser about 10 miles total a day out to the Westminster Mall in GNC, which, if you've ever been in the Westminster Mall,
Yeah.
it's something special. Worked there. But I look back, and I'm like, dude, we wake up, we would skimboard and surf every day, showered on the beach, We split this breakfast burrito, and in time, Buddy got a managerial job at Chipotle. So we had like the hookup with free foods, right? Chipotle burritos.
Best.
Shopped at 7-Eleven down the street. Trained every day. Like I had a little wet. I had this wall where all my subs, and so I was working at GNC, and I'd always take. Sorry, GNC. I'd always take like the expired product because you just throw it out.
I mean,
duh.
Yeah.
So I was the sup god. I just had all this things.
God.
But dude, I had my little TV, my Nintendo 64, 2 or 3 of my best friends, and like I look back at it and I still think that was probably the happiest I've ever been. And I literally made enough money to scrape by. But fuck the things that you would do because you weren't like all exposed to everything. I need to be creative and think of things like baseball at the park, rugby. Like I remember one time, like every Saturday we'd sit out on like a parking or right at the side lot on the sidewalk, and we'd bring beach chairs. We split a 30 rack, put us on honk, and we drink. Like we would do that and we were the happiest kids ever. And it was just so simple.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video.
And subscribe and hit the bell for a whole lot more to come.